That's part one of Texas Flood. I'll be showing you how to play the intro part and then the little mini solo to Stevie Ray Vaughan's Texas Flood. So first you want to start with your pinky on the 5th fret of the A string. You can either slide to it and go 3, 5 on the D string like this, or you can start with your pinky on their upstroke like this, and then you're gonna want to go 5, 2 on the D, and then 5 on the D, and do the upstroke. It should sound like that. And then you're going to want to bar across the high E, the B, the G, and the D on the 3rd fret. And then you're going to want to pick that. But you're going to want to add a hammer on the 4th fret of the G string. So it should sound like this. Then hit the 5th fret on the G string, so like this. Then go back to the G on the 4th fret, then hit the D on the 5th fret. Then you're going to want to do this chord where your pointer finger is on the 4th of the G. Then your ring finger is on the 5th of the B, and you want to go like this. So all together, it should sound like this. Or if you want to do it the other option. Oh, and whenever you go, after you hit the G on there, like right after this, right there, when you hit that 4, when you hit the G on the 4, you can either just hit it normally like this, but I like to bend the string down. So if you want to do that, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. So all that together once again. And then you want to go down to the 9th fret. Oh, I'm sorry, 10th fret on the D. And you want to do the same thing we did up here. And you want to do that 9, and then 7 on the D. And then D on the 10. So just like this. And then you want to, after that little lick, you want to do the same thing down there. Or instead of going how we did up here, you want to go to this chord on the 15th fret. You want to bar across with your ring finger, bar across the high E, the B, and the G with your ring finger. And then with your pointer finger, you want to go 14 on the D, and with your middle finger, you want to go 15 on the low E, and you want to strum that twice, like that. So if you need to learn this, just go right back to this and just play it the exact same way, but start just it's down a little, and then that chord again. So that intro before the first lick, it sounds just like this. Then in the recording, he doesn't do the slide, but usually when he plays it live, he does this like upstroke thing. So he slides across, he takes his hand like this, and he puts it all the way to the end of the fretboard, and he does an upstroke mainly across the high E, B, G, and D. I mean, you can get that A in there. You do it across all the strings, but like that's the main ones that really get the sound. And you just want to slide down real quick. Not too quick, just probably like that or something like that. Then here comes the first lick. Sorry. Then we have a mini solo after that. So what that is, you want to bend the G on the 5th fret to sound like that. Then you want to go to these double stops on the 3rd fret, the B, and then the high E. You want to go B, E, and that's on the 3rd fret. So then with your pinky, you want to hit the 6th of the B, so like this. Then you want to go back to the 3rd fret on the B. Then hit the high E on the 5th fret. So that sounds like, so that's high E on the 5th fret. Then you go to the 3rd fret on the high E. Then you have this little lick. So that's just, it's basically a pull off. Then you want to go 6 on the B, 6th fret on the B, 3rd fret on the 3rd fret, no, sorry, the B string on the 3rd fret. So that lick right now, it should sound. Then you want to go back to the G on the 5th fret. You want to do a bend. Then you want to go to the 3rd on the G. And you want to do a half step bend. So full step right there, or almost a full step, but not quite. Then a half step right here. Then go to the D. So that's 2-2. So on the 5th fret of the D. So do that real quick. You pick it twice. Then you want to go to the 3rd fret of the G. And then you want to go back to the 5 on the D. So Then you want to go 3rd fret on the A. Then you want to do this little walk down. That's pretty easy. It's just 3, 4, 5 on the A. Then you want to hit 4th fret on the D. Then there's this little chord. You don't have to do it. It's optional, just like the slide. And you just go kind of like what we did right here. But it's just, you kind of do it slower than what you do down here. Then add a little vibrato with your hands. Because I don't like to use the whammy bar a lot during my songs, especially Stevie Ray Vaughan, because it just gets the guitar out of tune, and there's no Floyd Rose on there to keep the guitar in tune. So just add as much vibrato with your hands as you could, because that's what I would do, at least. So that lick all together. Then after that, we have this miniature solo, which it's pretty complicated, but it's fun once you get it. I'm gonna show you how to do it first. So what that is, you want to go. So that is 8th fret on the B. Pick that twice. Then you're gonna want to do a bend on the 8th fret. So that should be full step bend. So that's, if you really want to get that thick bending sound, you have to put your pointer finger on the 7th fret of the high E, then middle finger 8 on the high E, then ring finger 9 on the high E. Then you want to go 6, 8, and on from the high E to the B on the 8th fret. So that should, the mini solo should sound like this. And this is the next part. Then we have that slide. Okay, so then you want to do 2, how we did the bend right there on the first part. You want to do 2 of those. So Sorry, no, that was wrong. So, I messed up right there. You don't do 2 bends on the 8. Yeah. You do one half step bend on the high E of the 6, like this. So you want to hit, once again, you do a lot of these in this song, especially the solo and this mini solo. Double, pick the B string on the 8 twice. And then that half step bend on the high E of the 6. Then, once again, we have that slide, or whatever you want to call it. Then we have this next lick. So what that is, that's the 2, that, I've already showed y'all how to do that twice, so I don't need to again. So you want to go, and that's 6 on the E, those things again. Then once again, another whole step bend on the 8 of the high E. Then you want to go, so that's high E, 6, 8B. Then you want to pick that twice, just like we've been doing. Then 2 bends on the high E of the 8. Then 1, you want to pick, you don't want to actually pick like this, the B string, but you want to just do it quick. You want to make sure you're hitting the high E string too. Bend it up, pre-bend it just a tad bit before you hit it, and it's kind of like a break, if that makes any sense. Or you could just do it like this. But if you really want to get that Stevie Ray Vaughan tone, you're going to want to do that. And then you're going to want to go. So that's, wait, the last lick was. Oh, and then after that, after bending that 3 times, you want to go, and that's pretty easy. It's just, I probably already said this, 6 on the high E, and then of course it's going to be 8 on the B. Then you're going to want to do this again. That's pretty easy. It's just not quite a half step bend. And then, so you're going to want to do, that's going to be the next lick. It's kind of like a building up lick before he goes to another lick. So, then a half step bend. So you're going to want to go, and then don't take your pointer finger off the 6th fret, because this is hard to do, or it's hard to bend with one finger. So you do those 2 bends, you want to take all your 3 fingers, just how we did right here. You want to just slide it down 1 fret. So, you want to do that 3 times, but you want to do just 1 normal. And then 1 with that B hitting the high E. Then you're going to want to go to this lick. Oh, that is then the next lick. Then you're going to want to do this. This is the next lick that we do a lot in this song. Just like that. But just like that riff that we do a lot. But you're going to want to go 6 on the B to 3 on the B. So that is then a half step bend on the G 5th fret of the G string. So then once again 3 on the G string. Then 5 on the D, then back to the 3 on the G, so then you go back to the 5, the bend on the G of the 5, and then you go back to the 3 right there. So that should sound like. Then you want to go to the 6th of the B. You want to slide to the 8th of the B. Then that lick, that little picking right there. Then you want to go to the 6th of the E. Then another bend on the 8th. Then you want to go. So that's pretty easy. Said it a million times. Then you want to go 5 on the B to 8 on the B. Then a half step bend on the 6th. Then another one of those slides. Then another lick similar to this, but not quite. It's kind of different. So that lick sounds like this. Oops, sorry. So yeah. You want to do the bend on the 5th again. Then that lick we had earlier, 3 and B and the high E on 3. Then that 6-3 on the B. After you have that, you want to keep your index finger on the the high E and the B of the 3. Then go to 5 on the 5 on the high E. Then you want to hammer on that 3 or 4 times, your choice, but I usually do it 4. Then after that, and then you want to go 6-3 again, still keeping your index finger on the E and the B. So. The next lick is you want to bend the 5 of the G up twice. You want to, it's kind of, you want to already have it, you want to bring it down like really quick, and you want to do both of those bends real quick. Then you want to pick 5 on the G to 3 on the G. Then you want to add a little vibrato, just with your fingers. Then you want to go with your ring finger. You want to hit 5 on the D. Then you want to pick 5 on the D again. Then 3 on the D with your pointer finger. Then you want to do a slide picking thing. Or not slide, just pick 5 on the A, right there, 5 on the A to 4 on the A. Then you want to do this little hammer on thing to the 6th fret on the low E. Then you want to hit the 3rd fret on the low E. Then you want to do this like it's kind of a hammer-on pull-off, but like you can do it a lot. It takes a little bit of practice to get. That's all. You want to put your pointer finger on the third fret of the D, and then you want to hammer on and off, and kind of pull that string down to still keep the sound ringing. If you can't play your guitar really loud, to keep the sound ringing, you do that with your I have small hands, so your pinky on the 5th fret. But if it feels comfortable with your ring finger, you can also do that. But I'll probably do it on the with your pinky. And then you want to do that same little walk down riff we had when it's basically the intro, even though this really is the intro. You want to do that again. And instead of hitting the D on the 4th fret, like we did in the first part and go, instead of going like this, you want to go. So what that is the walk down, and then you want to hit 5 on the G. And then that's the first part. That's the intro before Stevie starts singing. And this song is kind of just like, it's easy to improvise with. The way I learned it, I fixed it. I now know what Stevie played in the recording in the studio, but the way I learned it, if this makes any sense, I had to learn. I learned the improvised way to do it. I improvised for myself, and that's just the way I taught myself. And that might not make sense, but for me, this song was like probably one of the hardest Stevie Ray Vaughan songs I've ever learned, and it's a long one too. The original recording is 5, and the studio is 5 minutes and 20 seconds. But mine, when I usually play when I just play the song, it's usually about it's near 6 minutes. So here's the intro before, just one last time to just remember how it sounds. Sorry, I missed this one part. When you're doing the second little lick after this, after that little hammer-on thing I showed you, you're gonna pick 3 times. No, 4 actually. Like that. That's the B on the 3rd string. Then you're going to do a half step bend with your pinky on the 6th fret. And it's a little more than a half step bend, but not really. And then that's the only thing that I forgot to do. And that's the first part before he goes into the first verse, and I'll be doing 3 other lessons on this song to complete the entire song note for note, and that'll be the next video.